Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Skyshine's Bedlam. So on episode 1, honestly, I'd say we screwed up, but that'd be a bit of an understatement, a bit of an overstatement, I don't even know. And we're gonna do a new run, mainly just because I think the previous one was unrecoverable, and I'm gonna actually go easy. Why? Because I'd actually like to be able to beat this game, really see what we're getting into, and then do it properly. I don't know. Just seems like a good idea. So let's go easy. And this time around, we're going to figure out exactly where fuel is and go that direction. Ah! There's no fuel. We got fuel here and we got fuel here. I guess we're going to have to figure out what we do. So first and foremost, I'm going to put all of my points into engineering. Because we don't... I mean, at some point we're going to want power cell efficiency. I don't entirely know how that's going to work. Okay, that might actually help us. So these are expensive. I'm gonna go with the battle armaments. This increases power cell efficiency in combat. I'll have to see how that even works. That might seem like a bad idea. Oh well, travel location. Let's see, mutants, cyborgs, marauders, rogue AI. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so where do we want to go? You know what? Going through Trumbull and the Mangle Wilds seems like a pretty good idea. So let's head for Thrall. And call it close enough. Let's see. It looks like the... Oh, here we go. The start is different. The man appears... man's in our way. He appears to be one of the radical Metro Zealots, angered about Lazarus and his publicized journey to another fabled city beyond Bedlam. There's but one true city, the man screams. Those who defy the immaculate majesty of Byzantine shall be stricken in blood. With that, the man detonates his explosive clothing, but the impact barely scratches the Dozer's exterior plating, instead leaving only a chunky red smear. At the city limits, the Dozer approaches the colossal reinforced gates, which slowly rumble aside to allow passage for the daring expedition. Alright, so we are going south. This is going to be pricey. We need these canister things. Okay, shortly after leaving Byzantine, the Dozer approaches a large obstruction of scrap, the road, and the crew disembarks to inspect the debris, only to be suddenly surrounded by a group of rogue AI units. Attention, meat forms. Your presence is no longer required and thus shall be eliminated. These units will commandeer this vehicle to infiltrate the Techopolis as per directives of Mother Trixer. 10Q for stopping. Alright, so, first and foremost, do we want to cut resources a bit? We'll do that. If I have 3 people, that's probably the best. So we've got a trencher, that, and you know what? Let's go with 1 sniper. Unfortunately, it looks like there's no randomization on these guys, so we'll go with that. Hopefully I can get the triple resources. Or at least double resources? I don't even know. Slightly bonus resources for this. So apparently there's spell abilities that I wildly forgot about the previous time we played this. Okay, weapon equalizer. So let's take a look at equalizers. So because I don't have any batteries, I can't use any of these. Insufficient power cells. So I use them all on resources. But we could heal or blitzer screen. Reduce damage while active. Some of these would have actually been kind of useful. What's this one do? Distillery, inebriation enemies. Okay, good to know. We are surrounded. It could be worse. You're the sniper, right? Kristock is in danger, so I'm going to move him forward. Oh, he didn't die. Oh, he did die. Oh. Well, this is problems. We'll kill that guy, and then we're going to move Marvin as far away as we can. I didn't know these guys could teleport. That's a problem. At least... Oh, really? That doesn't even work. How much HP does he have? 6. I do 5. If I move here, she does 2. She do 4. Oh, right. We've also got these resources here that we can grab, which I want to do pretty badly. I'm gonna get them down to 1, and then we'll do that. That hurt a little. What else is he gonna do? Well, he's within range. So that makes my life easy. And we're gonna slowly go get these resources. So I assume double move action for this person? Okay. So you're gonna grab that. Can't. Double can't. Okay, we're gonna move here. That is significantly less than I wanted it to. Okay, so you've got 4 HP left. Oh, and they're within range. Okay, so you don't need to move. Can you pick that thing up? Oh, crap. Well, that one's dead. I only just fucked up horribly. And so I thought I'd be able to like just click on it and no problem. I think we're fucked. Yep, we lose. All right, can I just? Yep, let's just mulligan that one. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so first and foremost, to pick up those resource canisters, you need to pick them up immediately, or something like that. Okay, let's head for Slagborn. I think that's a good idea. I see a lot of crude, and it's a shorter route. First and foremost, let's put points into crude. There we go. Okay, and we're low on power cells. Now, I'm not sure how the power cells work in combat, because I can use them, but I don't know if it actually costs me. If it actually costs me resources or not. Okay, let's see. Anything different about this one? Okay, so we're looking for a mythical Aztec city. I don't remember this dialogue previously. Oh well. Oh, it's randomly generated every time. Alright, that works for me. Okay, debris, sinister cyborgs, vehicles is the snaz. We're gonna strip the gear and scrap the rest, but first, you pure fleshers gotta go. Alright, so now we beat them up. Let's get rid of this let's switch them out and get rid of you. The sniper was kinda useful. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The fact that you have to be within specific range is hard. I don't like that much. So why don't we actually switch you out for Durgo? Oh, I see. So I could take Durgo out and we get more crude oil from completing this. Okay, that's neat. I like that. Frontliners are good at retrieving. Thought so. It boggles my mind a little bit that you don't automatically get the resources available at the end of the round. Well, that was convenient. I'm gonna run back a little bit. Wait, did they just take 1 damage? They did. Why? I don't know. Okay, so we need to keep running away from this trencher. I want to get that crude, though. So, you can just murder this man, yes? No. Well, that did not go ideally. Okay. So we've already lost 1. Where can we hit this guy with? You know what? Let's just not... Ah, God. This is a problem.
Crude.
Okay, so you're 4. Why don't we just wildly outpace this guy? We've already lost 1 unit. Then again, it's pretty easy to... It's pretty easy. Oh, we've outpaced him. Oh, this is a problem. Is there any range in which we can hit? The answer is no. Okay, let's just hit him. This did not solve my problem. Crap. And the sniper can't kill. Snipers. Okay, so first and foremost, bringing a sniper, kind of worthless. Kind of freaking worthless. Okay, so we still need to go engineering. Somebody's probably gonna get pissed at me for using all of my like battle power on this sort of thing, but I literally do not have an option on this. And I think what I'm going to do is it's becoming very obvious that the melee guys are kind of useless. Like they're not bad, but they do so little damage that it becomes a bit of a problem. I like these guys. Oi, this bunch of morts be leaving the city o' luxury. Dat be unwise. We be given dim proper introduction to big chaos. Alright, so first and foremost, let's get rid of the sniper. Snipers are useless. This might not be a bad combo. Yeah, let's go with this. The thing that's screwing me up so much in this game is the fact that you just get 2 actions for your side. And I'm having the hardest time wrapping my head around this as an idea. Okay. And so, like, in this case, we're surrounded by... We're surrounded by particularly, you know, rough and tumble and kind of frustrating enemies. So how much HP does he have? Oh, that's a Deadeye. How much HP does he have? 5. How much HP do you have? So we move here. We can just shoot that man. Okay, so that takes out their sniper. That helps. So he just bowls right in, eh? Oh. So the shotgun guys have way better damage than I thought they were going to. Alright. Well, that's instant veteran. This is working out great for me. We're gonna have to worry about that melee guy a little bit, but if he ends up, like, right there, we can just maneuver around. Nope, can't. Alright, whatever. That fuel is slightly more important for a second. But this guy's not gonna be able to do any damage anyway. Oh, and he's going for the gunslinger. Who does retaliatory strike. I forgot that about gunslingers. And, I mean, we can go for that power cell. Can we? Can we make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really wish it would actually let you preview it out. Because I think Durgo can withstand one more hit. Yeah. So let's see if we can beeline for that power cell. There we go. Okay, perfect. Son of a bitch. I forgot. He was right there. Alright, well. My greed didn't screw me too much. By Terog's tangled tales, you morts got the mocks. Alright, so unfortunately we lost a guy there. I've learned. So first and foremost, I got 55 batteries as a result. I'm gonna put... I've maxed out engineering. Okay. Armory, can't do that. Can't really do any of these other things. That said, this should give me a lot more resources. So we might be okay. As the crew travels through the bizarre environment, their attention is drawn by the sound of nearby weapon fire. Following the clamor, they discover a nearby encampment of corporate scientists from the Byzantine, judging by their equipment and logos of sinistral mutagenics. The encampment of scientists is currently under attack by a group of mutants. Intervene! You be defending the wicked morts. We gonna dump you in all dislike pool together for penance. I'm getting kind of Jar Jar-y here, which is a bit bad, but whatever. Okay, so the shotgun characters are good. Gunners are real good. I just gotta remember, if an enemy's in melee range, it's no good. That's how you die. So we'll bring Hunter. I like his face. We've got Megrim as a veteran. Oh, right. Veterancy is super important. I gotta remember that one. But the bonus resources were really handy. That's why I'm bringing the melee character with me, because it's the movement speed is incredible. Okay. So we've got a lot of... resources. Can I stand there? The answer is no. But I think we'll be okay. So equalizer. Hey, I can use a heal if I need to. Or a shield. Okay, equalizer. See, he's got cover. Gunslinger. Right, we can just... Can I not move there? Oh, these are rigged to blow. Aren't they? That's a bit concerning. There's no way of quick saving here. Because I haven't seen these before and it's concerning me. Alright, we're going to move here for better or worse, and we're going to shoot this man. Okay. Because we can get the crude pretty soon.
Crude. Power.
I'm just going to grab these. We've got our gunslinger. We've got pretty good support staff. Okay. So, if I go this way, I can't escape. He's got a gunslinger. She does 3. She does 2.
Meat.
I'm going to move the veteran closer. Ow. Straight in range. Like a dingus. Alright. So, I can't... Alright, we're going to equalize. This just heals 2, correct? That's really not worth it for me. Alright, so she's going to leave. And you're going to come over here. Okay. Please tell me he's in range. Okay. I don't know what that heart thing does, but I think we're okay. So we'll do the shots, and then I'm going to run him over here. Oh, good. Good, there's actually an escape route. Okay, we've got the blitzometer. This guy has how much fucking... We've almost got the blitzometer. That's terrifying. We might lose this character just because. Equalizer. I mean, I could do very potentially... I can't do both. So 1 extra HP or reduce damage. Unfortunately, how much HP does she have left? 2. And there's no way of critting this person, is there? Yeah, I thought so. Unfortunately for me, he's got 4 HP left. So apparently the mutants heal every round. So we lose a bunch. That hurt. At least we keep our gunner, but that was not friendly. As the crew finished off the last of the mutants, the scientists emerged from cover. Congrats to you, travelers. Your timely arrival rescued our invaluable research from these agitated locals. Granted, we took the liberty of dissecting several of their tribe, which prompted this violent consternation, but our results cannot be overstated. We isolated the accelerated healing ability inherent in their blood and applied it to a device of our own contraption. Alas, much of our equipment and transportation was destroyed in the incursion, but the product of our research would be at your disposal in exchange for further protection. Sure, we'll take them. You shall not be disappointed. Our accomplishments are unparalleled. The mutabolic injector has been installed as a battle equalizer in your Dozer. Cool, I don't know what that does. Okay, so first and foremost, what is this? Oh, Dozer armaments. Oh, so these are the things. So that's extra crew healing. have to take a look at that. And these are people. So unfortunately, we're running a little bit low. We got a lot of snipers. That's not really useful. So I'm gonna say this flat out now for like most people watching this. The next like couple episodes are probably gonna be me like starting over and over and over again until I've actually got a real hang of this game. And so please bear in mind, like, this is blind play, and I'm not great at it yet. At least our resources are staying strong. So in retrospect, I think next time around I'll save my power capsules a little bit more for combat equalization. Anyway, while exploring the strange environment, the crew discovers a massive undulating purple vines rising through cracks in the ground. The thick, mutated vegetation is grown around the entire frame of the rusted transport vehicle. On the side of it is a faded logo that reads Fearton Fusion Co. Near the base of the vines, there are two mangled corpses that are clearly have multiple broken bones, likely from being constricted. Shoot the vines! Even the crew's advanced weaponry isn't enough to damage this resilient plant life. The thick tendrils angrily lash out and crew in response, but do not relinquish the grasp on the ancient vehicle. Okay, couldn't do anything about it. I don't know what these suns are. Are these like extra days? Probably. As the crew is exploring a region of dusty flatlands, they come across a vast expanse and what looks to be a crumbling temple at the far end. The field leading up to the temple is filled with large clusters of corroded metal, covered with soot, the remnants of ancient vehicles. Upon arrival at the structure, the crew realizes it's actually not a temple, but the ash-covered remains of what was once War Mall, from a time when consumer-based hostilities were commonplace. The majority of the massive building has collapsed from ages of severe Bedlam climate. Try to find a way inside. The crew finds a crevice in a damaged wall, large enough to fit through, and slips into the shambles of the building. Most of the place is demolished and inaccessible, but there appears to be three businesses that are mostly intact and could be explored. Let's do armaments, outfitters, or neurotech. Let's do outfitters. Crew steps in through the shattered storefront window and begins seeking valuable items. The store has largely been stripped of anything useful. They are about to leave empty-handed when one of the crew bumps into something, even though there seems to be nothing there. There's a thunk as something falls to the floor and suddenly blinks into view. It's a mannequin wearing a stealth suit and has remained camouflaged for all this time. This type of technology could prove useful, allowing the crew to move virtually unseen during combat. It is possible that the Dozer technicians could research this device, turning it into a battle equalizer that could give your crew an advantage in battle. Do you want to have the Dozer technicians? Yes. Okay, so we've added it. What about the armaments? Crew enters through a gap, security gate, and begins searching the store. The shelves are empty. The entire stock has either been pillaged or sold during whatever events precipitated the Barren Age long ago. Nothing of value is found. And Staker Neurotech. The crew uses their fusion torches to cut through the gate and enter the basement. Unfortunately, the counters and racks have already been plundered of any useful technology. However, further investigation reveals a secret compartment behind the counter, in which they discover a rack of power cells that still retains a charge. And let's leave. Okay, cool. So we got 20 power cells. Nice. I wish there was an upgrade on this thing that increased crew HP. I guess we should spend a little bit of that, but we're really not running out of food, so let's not too much. Okay, as the crew explores a strange environment, they come across a headless mutant corpse. Judging by the footprints and trail of green blood, the mutant's evolved physiology allowed it to wander quite some distance before being decapitated. Follow the trail. The trail of blood and footprints eventually leads to a small mutant encampment. Strewn about the area, bodies of a dozen mutants in pools of green blood. There are no signs of a firefight, so the mutants must have been unarmed at the time of the slaughter. No survivors are found. The mutants are all missing their heads, and some have also had their hands removed. It is known that some human Bedlam residents despise mutants to such extent that they consider their severed heads and hands to be a valued form of currency. This bloodbath would seem to be evidence. In a nearby pen are several groats, small plump creatures raised for livestock by mutants. The groats were shot and left for dead during the massacre. The crew decides not to let the meat go to waste and returns to the Dozer with a supply of meat, along with the question of who is responsible for the carnage. 50 food. Well, at least, as long as we're not losing soldiers, I don't really care. Now we could go to Spigot, but I'm gonna head us south. Okay. As The Dozer travels along the road. You begin receiving reports of disruption among the passenger population. The problem seems to stem from numerous passengers claiming to be someone named Quintum Reich. The matter has begun to cause disorder. Have Ambara Spectre investigate. Crew member Ambara Spectre is a genetically bred protector created by Majestic Industries, and Quintum Reich is the mysterious mogul who purchased her services when he secured passage on the Dozer. She may be particularly useful in diffusing the situation. Reich is so secretive. I'm the only one who knows what he really looks like. He believes another passenger from Byzantine is hunting his head, and he hired a whole bunch of decoys to throw his pursuer off track. Obviously, they're a bit too enthusiastic about the task. Reich is as influential as he is paranoid, but he wasn't wrong, and I already got the headhunter scoped. I'll get this sitch squared. With the matter seemingly resolved, the Dozer continues along the road. Okay, so we've got a VIP. I gotta check it out. I've never been to one of these, and I kind of want to see what happens. King Viscera said you scuzzers would be a challenge. Ha! Crowbar Main is gonna pound you puny banoobs with the man masher. Time to make paste. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. So first and foremost, we put her away. We'll bring Lilas. Geiger. Dens. Probably gonna lose this one. We'll see. I can use my I can use my special abilities, so we'll see how badly we fail. But we're pretty close to the end of an episode. And you know what? Failure here wouldn't bother me too much. Really, I'm here just to learn and improve. Okay, so it's one guy, he's got 14 HP.
Power. Crude.
I'm gonna let him get closer. And miss. Never seen an enemy miss before. Okay, so first and foremost, let's do... What's this do? One turn. I'm going to use the Blitzer screen. He's got a lot of HP. So if we want to hit that guy... Nope, that's no good. One off. That hurt. A little. That said... What we can do... How much HP do you have left? 4. Not enough. Okay, so you... How much HP do you still have? 6. God, he does 4 damage. Alright. This is a VIP, and power cells are less of an issue than I thought. I'm just going to keep him there. We're just going to keep shooting him. Because all Dens needs to do is survive that one round. Okay, we're good. I would love to get that meat in those power cells, but it's not worth it for me. Because we just got a lot more anyway. Okay, mark a shame. King Viscera would pull Crowbar Main's head off his neck for failure. If you take me in your machine, I'll pulverize any lurks you tell me to. You got Crowbar Main's pledge. Crowbar Main has joined the Dozer crew. Let me take a look at that. Crowbar! Ooh, he's special. He's got range 1 to 2. Wow. Okay. So oh, okay, so his detraction is, he's 2 less move. But he does 3 times as much damage, and has range, and has a lot of health. So I don't mind. Okay, that is really good. That is real good. We might actually win this yet. Probably not. Probably gonna get our ass killed, but... it looks like using the power abilities, really, really good idea. Picking up the in-battle resources is a must if you can make it. And going for VIPs and then throwing a lot of resources to get them. Absolutely worthwhile venture to do along the way. So, I've learned a lot, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Skyshine's Bedlam. And as always, thanks for watching. It's kind of a shame the topographical map doesn't change from time to time, but at the same time, I don't mind that much. Anyway.